What is up, everybody? It's Cobes here, and today I am back with a Fortnite video. In today's video, we are going over every single Battle Pass glider, and I'm going to be ranking them from worst to best. I want everyone to leave me a comment telling me what your favorite and least favorite Battle Pass glider has been since Season 2 to Season 5. So tell me in the comment section. Also drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications, and join the giveaway in the description for $100 worth of V-Bucks. Do you guys want 14,000 V-Bucks? Do you want that? Well, join, and this is actually the last day. I will be announcing the winner today, guys. So just check my Twitter. Probably later when I wake up, I will be announcing the winner. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you do enjoy. Let's hop right into it. So at my number 12 spot for one of my least favorite gliders in this game and my least favorite Battle Pass glider overall, I gave it to the Sugar Crash. So I think this design is for a target audience, and do I fit in that target audience? No, I do not. This is made for little girls, and do I fall into that category? I may fall into that category, but I'm just a little bit too edgy. I'm way too edgy to actually like this glider. I don't know who I know who this was made for. This was literally made for little girls, but how many little girls play this fucking game? Okay, whatever, it's fine, it's okay. I don't need to use this fucking glider, but it is horrible. What a horrible glider to add in the fucking Battle Pass, I swear. Moving on to my number 11 spot though, I gave it to Splashdown, and I wanted to like this glider. I always want to like new things. Like, let's say it's Chomp Sr. Chomp Sr. recently came out, and I think he's alright. I think he's decent, but I just don't think he really stacks up to every other legendary skin. He's just average. I really want to like it at first. That's what I tried to do with gliders, but at the end of the day, Splashdown, it tried to be creative. It's just average though, or a little bit below average for me. And typically I just like the more simple glider designs anyway, so I don't really like Splashdown all that much. It doesn't really have a special sound to it. It just kind of sounds like a boat in the water, which is kind of stupid to me, honestly. Moving on to my number 10 spot, I gave it to Sir Glider the Brave, and you guys know that I hate the Royale Knight and the Blue Squire from Season 2, and this is the glider that came with those skins, so I don't put any respect on this glider. This is my least favorite, like, regular looking glider. Well, I guess Sugar Crash is a regular looking glider, but that one will never be in discussion of any other of my videos. This is the only time I'll ever discuss this glider. It's way too horrible to talk about, but Sir Glider the Brave, I just don't like it because of the skins it's associated with and the designs those skins are associated with. I don't like this one. Moving on to my number 9 spot, I gave it to Get Down, and I will admit this one's a little bit more creative than a lot of the gliders on this list, but just because it's creative, you know, you might think Sugar Crash or even the Splashdown are creative. I don't really care all that much. I'll take that into account, but really, all that appeals to me is the look, and if it doesn't look appealing to me, then I'm just not going to like it. And that's kind of the same for Get Down. I want to like it for its creativity, but it just doesn't look appealing to me. I think they could have made the colors a little bit more vibrant, and then I would have liked it, but I just simply don't like this one. There's nothing really else I have to say about it. Moving on to my number 8 spot. So I'm not even kidding, guys. I'm gonna put a side-by-side picture of these gliders. Tell me they're different. Tell me these gliders are different gliders. You cannot. So we have Downshift that just came out recently in the Season 5 Battle Pass, and then High Octane as well. These both came out in different Battle Passes, but tell me they're different. Why did they add such similar gliders? I really don't understand. Maybe it's for people who weren't able to get the Downshift, so they added, or they weren't able to get High Octane in Season 3, so they just kind of added Downshift for all those people. But this one literally looks, Downshift looks exactly the same as High Octane. It's like they just copied it and didn't add like a couple like tiny grayish black streaks, which you really can't even tell the difference, to be honest, especially if you're using it in game, especially by this picture too. I think these are the same gliders. They're all right. I like High Octane. It would probably be higher on this list, but Downshift and High Octane, I had to put them together for this video. Moving on to my number 7 spot, I gave it to Intrepid. I think that's how you pronounce it, Intrepid. This one, it's all right. I really think that Wings of Valor, which is higher up on this list, I'll tell you now, those both came out in season 4. And I personally like Wings of Valor way more than Intrepid. Intrepid kind of reminds me of that new glider that came out with, I think, Omen. It's not that new, but it's recently new. It's newer than Intrepid is, but I think it looks very similar, and even that glider looks a lot better than Intrepid does. I don't really like the color scheme. I don't like the way it looks in game. It looks kind of stupid to me. I don't like the design overall. It's just not creative to me. Moving on to my number 6 spot, I gave it to Carbon, and this is just one of the simple, very simple glider designs that is similar to High Octane and Downshift for its color scheme, but I really like that kind of camo military design that Carbon has. It just has that grayish black color that I do really like, so I think Carbon is a really simple choice if you're going for a glider. It's nothing too crazy, but sometimes I like that more than the crazy designs that fail hardcore. Moving on to my number 5 spot, I gave it to Rainbow Rider, and come on guys, you gotta show some love to Rainbow Rider. And this one actually has rainbow contrails going out from each side of it, which I really do like. I can't remember for sure, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think only if you use the rainbow contrail will you get the contrails coming from the Rainbow Rider itself. So if you want to, go try it out if you haven't. Use the Rainbow Glider with the rainbow contrails, and you'll get contrails with the glider coming out of the glider. It makes it look a lot better, I'll be honest, but I do like this glider overall. Moving on to my number 4 spot, we have a very simple glider design, but if a glider has any sort of yellow on it, I'm going to like it. So we have the Cruiser, and the Cruiser, something very simple. Nothing really I can say about it. It kind of looks like some yellow jeans on top of a glider. That's what the texture looks like to me, at least. But I still do like yellow gliders, and this is the only one we've gotten from any of the battle passes. I do like this one for a very simple design, but I typically like the more simple designs anyway. Moving on to my number 3 spot, I gave it to the Royale X, and this one came out in season 2. I remember how hyped I was to actually get this one in season 2, and I still do like its glider design. It's one of the more simple glider designs overall, but it is very just detailed in the way that there are so many different colors. I guess it's just basically lines anyway, but it looks very symmetrical, I guess, and it looks good. I don't know if that really makes any sense. I bet a lot of gliders are symmetrical, but you know, Carbon, it's not symmetrical at all. I think Rainbow Rider isn't as well. Cruiser might be, but Royale X, I really like it for its symmetrical color design and overall design. I don't know, that probably sounds really stupid, but fuck it, I'm gonna leave it in this video. Moving on to my number 2 spot, I gave it to the Wings of Valor. And this is by far one of the cleanest gliders. I would say all time, the cleanest glider in this game. I love its design. I love how simple it is. The color scheme is simple. The glider design is nice and simple. They've tried to kind of copy the Wing of Valor a couple other times, but it just hasn't really worked out. I would even say Intrepid is kind of like a worse design. It's kind of like an off-brand shoe. You know, you go to the store, you see some Nikes, and then right next to it, you see these off-brand trash Nikes. You go into Walmart or something. Maybe not Walmart, it's not the best example. Go into Aldi if you have that. You know, you have some regular Cheerios, some on-brand Cheerios, some branded, Cheerios. I think General Mills makes those. And then right next to it, you see fucking Clancy Cheerios. Fucking Cheerios or some bullshit. It's so bullshit. The Wings of Valor is the brand, the actual brand named glider. Intrepid is trash. It's horrible. It's the off-brand glider. Go with the branded glider, the good brand glider, the Wings of Valor. It's honestly so much better. Moving on to my number 1 spot though, I gave it to Conquest, and I really do like this design. To me, those paddles on it, look like spider legs, and if this was a spider design, I think I would be even more in love with it. But it's just like a camel or a llama. I think it's a camel up front, and then it has some paddles on each side. It's kind of, it has a similar sound if you were like paddling through water, and there's actually water like somehow splashing up as you're using this glider, which makes no sense. Does that mean, hey, a Fortnite theory, does that mean in game there's water instead of actual air? Are we? No, we couldn't be. We're not humans. Are we little fishies in the fucking sea? Is this some sort of experiment? No, I don't know where I'm going with this bullshit. But yeah, that's my list for gliders. I just wanted to quickly go over my 4 favorite, I know they're not battle pass, but seasonal umbrellas. So for me, at my number 4 spot, I gave it to wet paint. I like wet paint, it's alright. I just don't really like the dull color red, to be honest. Moving on to my number 3 spot, the beach umbrella, which just came out in season 5. This one, you know, it's kind of like a kid's toy umbrella. It looks alright as well. Moving on to my number 2 spot, the snowflake. This one, I love it for its kind of OG look. You know, not many people have it. Well, I know a lot of people have it, but it is a way to show that you're OG if you care to. And then my number 1 spot, the paper parcel, which definitely the best. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. I feel like I was really rambling throughout this video, so make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications if you didn't enjoy my ramblings. Tell me your favorite glider and umbrella. I'll see you guys later.